Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Jay Jones, and welcome to the first ever FC Cincinnati news. And just bear with me while I do this. This is my first time, and I just want to give you all an update of what's been going on with our club as it goes into MLS. Wow, it has been an amazing day. Very busy for the club in terms of MLS expansion. Started at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I had to make sure my pen and paper were ready in order to figure out what moves we were making, in order to figure out where is this club going in terms of personnel and personalities they're bringing in, and maybe even moving and shipping out for future acquisitions. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alan Koch, Jeff Birding, Luke Casano actually got together in New York today in order to announce their signings for the expansion draft. We had 5 picks that we can use for ourselves. We have a lot of things that are going in our favor right now, I believe. And I think they actually did a good job with this. So let me go down the list of acquisitions that we've made, and then we will continue to move forward. First acquisition that they named, Darren Maddox from DC United. Forward, played very good minutes for them. I think he was in the backup role behind Acosta and Rooney. And honestly, I think it's good for us that we had a pacey striker to pair up top with Fernando Adi. So that's going to be good for us. Next, we drafted Kai Kamara, who essentially was traded to Colorado Rapids for an international spot, which is going to be big because if you realize that Alan Koch actually went overseas for a little while, he has been making but free agent scouting, and want to make sure we're getting the right pieces to fit this club moving into MLS. So I think it was good that Colorado actually got a striker out of it, and then we got an international spot out of it as well. So good signing and great move for the club, I believe. Next, we got Roland Lamar from FC Dallas, which is going to be big to shore up the left wing. And I think it's going to be big in terms of making sure we have depth in that position as well. So great job by them. Next, we got Eric Alexander from the Houston Dynamo, who actually won the U.S. Open Cup last season, and shoring up the midfield, which is good because we're going to need a lot more depth in that position in order to make sure we are very stout and ready to go. And finally, number 5 in terms of our pick, which is one that many people I saw on Twitter actually looking at, Hassam Ndam from the New York Red Bulls. Signed on with them, I believe, last year or 2 years ago. Didn't really play much in terms of their main club, but played a lot for the USL club, and we actually got plenty of experience with him. Shut down relatively Adi when we played him, and he's a very good defender. Only 20 years old, can bring a lot of physicality and defending to this team. So far, I like what they were doing for this. And something out of the blue that I didn't expect for them to announce on this for the MLS expansion. And you saw that Alan Koch actually also announced that we have acquired Greg Garza from Atlanta United, the MLS Cup winners, which I was very surprised that we actually announced that during the expansion draft, but not upset about the move at all. I was listening to analysts, and they have named him probably one of the best, if not top 3 best left backs in MLS, which is great because I think he has U.S. men's national team experience as well. So that's a good way to shore up the left back position because as of this moment, prior to that moment, we only had Blake Smith and in that back line in terms of a left back. So very, very shocked about the move, but very excited because now we are getting somebody that can defend and also attack as well. So fair play to the club for making these moves here. And we got to realize that a lot of moves are now being made. We have so many things that are about to come down the pipeline. Free agency is now open. The waiver draft is tomorrow. We have, obviously, the re-entry drafts coming up. We have the transfer window opening up January 1st. And then we get a super draft on January 11th. So a lot of things happening in a very short span of time. But the club is making moves. And we got to sit here and continue to wait as this roster continues to build. We are now sitting at 16 players that we have going forward, and I believe at this moment we still have one that is still in the negotiation, so 15, but I would say 16 just for announcements and signings that we have right now. So great stuff from them today and all of the moves that they made. A couple of little things I want to make sure I get in here. First, I want to make sure that you all are aware of following a lot of the local FC Cincinnati news outlets that are around here. So make sure you follow the guys at Cincy Soccer Talk. Make sure you follow the guys at Knifey Lion Radio. Make sure you follow the guys at Orange Blue Press. These guys are wonderful. They know their stuff. I promise you. I'll watch and I listen and I read all of their material. It's great stuff, and it allows me to learn more about the game, especially our club as we move forward as well. So give them a follow. Make sure you subscribe to them if they got a YouTube. I know Cincy Soccer Talk has it. I know Knifey Lion Radio, I believe, has it as well. So these guys are fantastic. I want to make sure that I get them out there too, because the more we can expose this club and make sure we're on the form, the better we are as fans. I can guarantee that. And finally, what I want to make sure I do is make sure I shout out to all the supporter groups that we have here in Cincinnati and all across the country thus far. We got the Pride. We have the Brigade, which is a very new name change for them for MLS. We have the Interstadt. Like I said, if I mispronounce that name, blast me in the comments. We have Legion Cincy. We have the Pride Norton. We have the Pride 812 that just formed in Indiana. We also have Hangar 937 up in Dayton. Shout out to you guys. I hope I will be seeing you very, very soon. And we also have Auxilium 1 that's in New York City, which is very fantastic to see a group up in New York as well. And speaking of those guys, I have a video I need to show you because they have something very, very special they just put out today. So take a look at this, and oh my goodness, it's fantastic. Just shut up, take a look.
But I always like to come to New York a little bit early and hit some of my favorite haunts. Like right here is my favorite New York pizza joint. And I'm gonna go get me a New York slice.
The fact that they just opened up a store and they have some great kits and very low prices, good on you guys. Good on you guys. I actually may buy a kit. But yeah, I just want to make sure I got that out to you guys. There's so much news that's going to be coming down the pipeline. It's a lot of things going on, and I will try to get it out to you as quickly as I possibly can and make sure that you all are stayed at least informed of the big ticket items. You need to follow those guys at all of those news outlets to get more, and obviously follow FC Cincinnati on Twitter, Facebook, to make sure you get all the latest news in terms of what things are going on with the club and how we're moving forward. In the meantime, guys, if you enjoyed this quick video in terms of the news for FC Cincinnati, please drop a like at the bottom of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will see you all very, very soon because I'll be making my way out to the Growler House on Saturday in order to hang out with the Pride and their end of the year party. Again, this is being Boy Jay. I'll see y'all soon. Have a good night. Peace.